We're here at the IRS Nationwide Tax Forum in San Diego, the last show of the year. The IRS wanted to specify of the year because we're going to be back again next year. Meg is joining me. Meg, first of all, tell me, for those that don't know, as we're standing in front of the NAEA booth, who are you?
So I am Meg Killian. I'm the Executive Vice President of the National Association of Enrolled Agents.
Fabulous. And how long have you been at the Executive Vice President?
I have been with the organization since January of 2021.
So you brought us through the dark times.
Well, I came in the middle of the dark times,
Now, Meg, I was at the Tax Summit this year. And of course, we had the annual meeting of the Tax Summit.
Yes.
And I remember during that time, you got up and you talked about the progress that NAEA has made over the last few years. And I know that there's a bit of a slip with NAEA. And I say that and as nice as I can. It has nothing to do with anything in particular, but a lot of things happen at once, or a lot of things got caught up.
Yeah.
Now you've come on board in 21, and you've been moving the association forward. One of the biggest things that I noticed was the balance sheet looks a heck of a lot better than it ever has done in a long time.
Yeah.
What else? What are the progress has been made, and how is it going so far, and where's the goals?
So things have been going really well. I mean, definitely NAEA had some tough times, as a lot of associations did, especially during COVID. I mean, your traditional things were just shot out of the water, and you had to pivot and change the way you're doing things and the way that you're engaging with members. So, when I came on board, we were really well poised to kind of take that next step and transition into that post-COVID world. I've been so fortunate to work with such an amazing group of volunteers on our board the last few years, a board that has really taken a lot of risks and started to think more strategically, thinking more long-term about what we want to be as an organization, and also focusing our efforts back on the members. What is good for the members? What is NAEA here for? What's our mission? It's all about the members. We're here to serve them. So how can we do that better? First of all, just improving our member service across the board, making sure that we are answering questions and getting back to them, providing more member benefits. So whether it's our 40 hours of free CE each year that we're providing, or specific member benefits like the tax book, things like that, just improving the member value proposition so that they're getting more out of their membership that serves their day-to-day needs. And on the bigger scale is just kind of refocusing our efforts as stakeholders in the tax and accounting world, in this environment that we're working with, and having a seat at the table and having a very strong voice when it comes to advocacy, whether it's with the IRS or with Congress, making sure that we're out there, that they know who we are, that they know who enrolled agents are, and advocating on what's best for not only our members, but also the clients that they serve.
Wow, great. Now, for those members that have decided not to re-sign up, what would you tell them would be a good reason to come back?
So I would encourage them to come back and see everything that's new, and really reconnect with their peer community, because that's really the secret sauce of NAEA. It's all about the members and all about that peer community, that group of tax professionals that are at your disposal. I have never heard a member say no to another member when they needed help with something, whether it was technical help or assistance with a client issue, or, a mentor program, something like that. It's a generous giving back type of community. And I think anyone who's not part of that is really missing out.
Well, you brought up the giving back community. Members, people want to be involved. People want to volunteer, but they don't always know how.
Yeah.
They don't know what avenue to go. What would be, if someone said, I watched this, how do I want to get involved? What would you tell them?
So the nature of volunteering has really changed a lot. People aren't necessarily willing to give the same amount of time, but they still want to give back. They still want to feel like they're providing something to their profession or their community or whatever. There are lots of ways to get involved that are not long-term commitments. So you don't have to serve on a committee. You can write for the journal. You can go out and talk to students about being an EA. That's one of the big ones that doesn't take a lot of time. And that's something where our members have a lot of passion, and then they can bring that passion to students. We are always looking for people to serve on some of our other committees that are a lot of fun, like our scholarship committee, where you get to review all of our scholarship applications. We gave out almost 100 scholarships last year for aspiring enrolled agents who are taking an enrollment class, or we provide reimbursements for testing fees. And we need members that can help analyze and judge those scholarship applications, so that we can continue to foster the future of the profession.
Well, this has been very informative, Meg. I really appreciate your time. But before we go, any last words that you'd like to share?
I would just like to say that this tax forum, I had no idea what to expect last year when it was my first year here, but they have been amazing. I have met so many incredible people, and it really just kind of reinforces how dynamic, how diverse, and how promising the profession is, what the tax profession looks like, and what it will continue to look like in the future. It's really very inspiring, and I'm really just thrilled to be here.
Oh, great. Thank you so much for your time, Meg.
Thank you.
I do appreciate it.
Thank you.